You are listening to the best of the Classic Metal Show podcast. Catch the Classic Metal Show every Saturday from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern Time over at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. The following podcast is sponsored by the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Hopewell Township, Pennsylvania. Over 400 video games and pinball machines there for you to play. It's all vintage. It's all good. So come on out and play it over at the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Pennsylvania. For more information on the Gaming Hall of Fame, go to www.coinophof.com. And now let's get to it on another edition of the best of the Classic Metal Show.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard some Night Ranger with You Could Still Rock in America, as well as right here on your Classic Metal Show. And then, of course, we've got Rat there with Back for More. And Back for More is my good friend, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What up, man? Let's do this shit. I'm like all kinds of fucking energetic tonight.
Really? What's up with that? Did you get some rest or something?
I did get a little rest, but just in a good mood.
Good.
You know, good mood. Loud tunes to get me started for about an hour, and I'm ready.
All right. Excellent. Well, we've got a good show tonight. We got a couple of fan favorites on the show tonight.
Yes.
We've got Jack Blades of many, many bands. Night Ranger, Damn Yankees, his new one, Revolution Saints.
Right.
Got good stuff. Jack Blades, of course, he's been around for decades, and, you know, he's no stranger to the world of classic metal, classic rock, if you will.
Dude, did Dawn Patrol come out in like 82?
Yeah, it was way back there. It's 83, I think. Maybe 82.
God damn it, we're getting old.
I know, that sucks, doesn't it?
It really does. I know it's before 83. I know that because the first time that I saw them was on the second tour, which was in 1983.
Right.
So I know it's before that. I know Sister Christian was like 83 time frame.
Yeah, exactly. So not only that, speaking of 83, I believe the first Rat EP was released in 83, wasn't it?
Maybe
82, 83.
Yes. God, we're interviewing some old motherfuckers tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, also tonight, returning to the show is our good friend Stephen, oh God, that's great, Pearcy.
Well, that should be fun.
Yeah, so he's always a good guest. I mean, I've been trying to run him down literally for months since he announced his departure from Rat again.
Yeah.
And, I finally got him to commit to doing the show tonight.
Did you you got your trap to click off and lock him in?
Yeah, got some rat traps clicking off.
There you go.
And I think we got the head rat trapped.
Yeah.
So Stephen will be a part of the show tonight. So and Stephen's got some new tunes that he's churning out one at a time. And I've got a couple of them that I'm going to play tonight. And I'll tell you what, Chris, I know Stephen wanted us to feature some of the songs on the show. So we forwarded over the songs. Did you get it?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, God, that's great.
Oh, God, that is great. I can't believe that Stephen is more rat than rat.
He is. He is absolutely more rat than rat. So we're going to debut some of the new Stephen Pearcy singles tonight on the show along with Stephen Pearcy. So I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, I think people are going to dig that. If you were a fan of Rat before, you're not getting Fueler type garbage this time. You're getting like good stuff.
Yeah. Well, apparently Bo Hill, the guy who kind of twiddled the knobs for the Rat recordings, he's back in the mix with Steven, and boy, I'll tell you, it shows.
Yeah, it definitely does. Well, let's not. I mean, Bo has a historic career, though. I mean, who else did he do? He did he did Rat. He did Ashes to Ashes.
Did he really do Ashes to Ashes? Really?
A couple of songs. Yeah.
Just a couple songs.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 songs on their last album.
Okay.
But he did tweak some stuff with them.
Really?
And he did other people too, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
He was like with Firehouse or something, wasn't he?
Sure.
You know, he did a bunch of people, but yeah, Bo is, and we've had Bo on the show before.
Yeah,
Bo's great.
Yeah, he is. He was a good interview. Real good interview.
That's a guy we need to get back on.
Yeah, no kidding. when we had Stephen on the show years ago, he talked about, wanting Bo to get involved with the new Rat record, which of course isn't so new anymore, Infestation.
Right.
And I guess for whatever reason, some of the other guys in Rat were resistant to working with Bo for some strange, odd reason. I don't know. Maybe they thought he had too much control or too much input or something. But listening to these songs from Stephen, that would have been the way to go.
Gotta wonder what it's like to have a mean son of a bitch that fucks everything up like Carlos Cavazo in the band.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop people.
Sure.
I'm sure it was Carlos, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
That damn Robbie Crane, was he still in the band at that point?
I don't think so. But yeah, it's too bad. But well, we're gonna play a couple of Stephen songs tonight. He sent over the master.
Okay.
Which I sent to you one more time. Mm-hmm. So we got the actual master. It's not the compressed MP3.
Right.
It's good stuff. So it's like, wow. Nice.
Stephen doing some good work, man. No question about that. Much better than a lot of these other bands that have been sending us stuff this last week or two.
Right. Exactly.
Did you hear that Slayer tune?
Yeah, I did. I just, there was just a couple of points in there that was just like, I was almost hopeful that it would actually go.
Yeah.
But then it just sort of fell flat.
Yeah, it really kind of was like it had a chain on it holding it back or something.
Especially when Tom starts singing. I mean, it's just like, just mumbling almost.
I know. I love the people that want it to be good. The like Metal Injection. I've noticed them a lot. I read them a lot. I actually like that website a lot. But they really want this Slayer to be a good record.
Well, who doesn't want a Slayer record to be a good record?
Well, there's wanting it, and then there's pretending that it's better than it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's comparisons to that song as like the next coming of Seasons of the Abyss.
Really? That song?
That song. I'm like, yeah. Why? Because Tom starts out a little slow before bellowing?
Yeah. I did have a little glimmer of hope when I first started listening to it.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, maybe it might do something here. And then after it got into the just kind of the moaning and the mumbling along, and then he did get into the more, aggressive vocal.
Right.
And it just didn't reach the pinnacle like it should have in my mind,
Yeah. Well, as Eric Braverman said, there's not a lot of hope on this one. There's really, because I've heard two songs and I haven't liked either. Did you like Implode?
No.
That's the whole point. Neither song has been very good.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll turn around. Maybe it'll be better. But boy, it sure hasn't come out great. That's for sure.
Sure. You're always looking to be hopeful about stuff.
Well, Slayer's one of those bands I want to be good.
Yeah, it's kind of,
I like records after the fact.
Yeah, you know what it started out as sounding like?
What?
It started that song that we talk about. What is it called? When the silence comes. Is that what it's called? Or the stillness comes? When the stillness comes.
Yeah.
It reminded me of almost like a direct ripoff of Testament, Return to Serenity.
Yeah, kind of.
That's what it sounded like to me. I thought, what are they doing? A Testament cover here?
Yeah. Well, I have many problems with it. One, I have hated for years this new Slayer without solos. That stinks. That's always stunk, and it's not good now. And, mix in a solo. You got Gary Holt in the band. Not that he's known for soloing, but certainly Gary can solo.
Sure he could.
So let him solo. Let him play a little bit. Try and sound like Slayer. Don't just write fucking riffs.
Try and sound like them.
Well, I mean, seriously, they're not trying to sound like what people want to hear.
I know. I just think it's funny. Let Gary play. Let him try to sound like Slayer.
Yeah. Well, dude, when you see him in concert, he kicks ass.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great. He's great, and he meshes well with Kerry King. But man, oh man, so far they're just not doing shit.
Right. Well, who else have we seen in the past that just kick ass live, but when it comes to, getting in the studio and recording, that somehow that energy just isn't captured like it should be?
Who? You have an idea of one?
Well, I'm trying to think because we've discussed it on the show before about somebody who put out a disappointing record, and then when we saw them perform it, live, it just killed.
I'm trying to think of who recently has put out disappointing records.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Volbeat? I don't know. I've never seen Volbeat live.
Well, Volbeat's last record was very disappointing.
Yeah. Too bad you don't have your clip anymore. Disappointed.
Disappointed.
Exactly.